Hello everyone, welcome to Sayuna Mar with Messages of Nature and Beyond. It has stopped raining for a while, and the rain is very welcome because it doesn't rain very often here, and the earth needs it and all of the plants and trees, and it saves me a lot of work to not have to water all of my garden and land, but it is restricting my movement, and I prefer to record in nature. So I didn't record a lot, but here we go. So today I want to talk about the judgments, the bodily systems, sexuality, sacred sexuality, and well, let's see where it goes. Alright, so about judgments. It is very important and good for all of us to look at our judgments. What are we judging about others? And what are we truly judging about ourselves? And which of those judgments are caused by programming of the false third dimensional matrix? Or wherever it came from, it doesn't matter. It could have come from your parents, any family members, friends, school, teachers or kids, religions, wherever you got your programming from, and usually it's just from the media and school and whatever. So, where are your judgments about? Let's talk about the physical body, all right? First, I want to talk about children who come in disabled, like handicapped. I'm not talking if you're blind or, I'm talking about mentally and physically handicapped. So children who are not able to communicate or to walk or to take care of them ever, even when they're an adult, without guidance and help. For parents, it's a very hard work to take care of such children. No matter how pure these children are and how much love they emanate, it is very hard physically, materially, mentally, emotionally to take care for such children. But know that the souls come in those bodies, disabled bodies, not mainly just to have a limited experience or because they want to make balance for other lifetimes, but also in many cases to help the parents that they've chosen. And of course, those parents are also souls that have chosen that experience, and other caregivers, givers. But it is very helpful in the way that those people are learning to love without judgment. So they love beyond the physical form. They are stimulated or called or asked to look beyond the physical and connect really with the soul inside the vessel. And also much more compassion, more feminine abilities are needed to care for such a person, but also you will develop much quicker many more abilities that you usually will run past, because you need patience. You need lots of patience, and you need different ways of listening and feeling in. And some people are ashamed to have such a person in their life, to walk around with such a person, because it's looked upon to or down at. There are many, I don't know about religions per se, but there are many countries existing on this planet who will say that is your karma or make you ashamed for such a person, or you must even hide such a person. I do know that when there's incest in a family, it is very... it happens often that a child will be born handicapped or disabled or autistic or whatsoever. But that's only like one thing. Many times these souls come in a disabled body for their own experience, and because they have an agreement with those the parents or caregivers, those souls, to have that experience together so they can develop and learn quicker. And also those parents taking care for such a child are, I don't like to say paying karma because I don't like that word per se, but they want to make balance, all right? So go beyond the judgments, because those people that are in those souls that are in those bodies are still very powerful, beautiful souls. So you see, we need to learn and start to look beyond the physical body, because the physical body is only temporary. Yeah, you can choose if you evolve in the fifth dimensional and beyond, you can choose to stay in your body as long as you want, and then you can change bodies or forms by choice, and you do not have to die as in the old ways and die. Wait, I'm putting in pause because there comes some noises. Yeah, so you do not have to die as in the old way and be born again for new lessons or continue your same lessons in a new body as a baby and then grow. You can just choose another form, being an adult or at any age that you choose. And you do not have to age even. You don't have to look old. It is your choice. You can really choose. But in the third dimensional reality and at the moment, it's very rare that anyone can do it yet. So your body is temporary and only your soul is eternal. So we must start to look at each other for who we are as souls who come to the planet for experience and evolve our soul's growth. So yeah. Also ourselves, because many of us have been programmed, not only women, or only women are in an extreme extent programmed because of all the media. They are cutting in their bodies with some surgeries and you know what they have to do to look like those models and starve themselves, not eating at all, have these anorexia bodies, or you know, everybody has this bright white teeth that I'm like, what? And yes, there is so many going on with being programmed, and that leads to so much depression and insecurity and false games and you know provoking people. And oh my god, it's also a big horror story actually if you look at it in the right way. So what I want to say, and yes, what I'm guided to tell you today is our bodies are temporary, but not only are we born out of the bodies that carry the genetic material of our parents, so it's never our own. We didn't make this body, our parents did. And then the other way, we chose our genetic makeup and the parents that we would be born from. So the genetic material and some certain lessons that we wanted to experience. Hey, Singsi. And my cat comes to hug. That's so sweet. Hello. So we chose those specific forms. Even this cat that now is coming to hug me chose her form. But as a human soul, we should not longer judge our own forms or any other other soul's forms, because you did not come here to be the world model. Because if that's the case, everybody would have the beautiful body, because we can choose. And soon enough, in the fifth dimensional reality, not only will you emanate your own soul vibration much more, so no matter how your body looks, you will shine and, you know, become younger. Sorry, this cat is very pushy right now. So, not only will it become more stronger, you will shine your soul light and people will notice it and see it. But also, within the fifth dimensional consciousness, you can manifest and materialize your body in a different shape much easier. Anyway, so at the moment you've chosen the body for a purpose. It has a purpose. The things, the people you attract, the things you're feeling. Okay, Swingsy, time to leave. Ciao, ciao. God, they can be so pushy, these pussies. Bye-bye. I don't think she's gonna leave. I'm so sorry for the distraction that happens. She wants to bring her energy in this video as well, I guess. So I also try to not put my finger in the screen. Oh God, I think I'm not serious enough to make a video. But I carry a lot of the Pleiadian soul vibe. So yeah, I must play and have a big sense of humor, and I'm never too serious because everything is all the time changing, I know. And I'm only carrying out certain fragments of the truth, and as well as a Pleiadian vibration. Many things in what I'm saying is just to provoke people, to help them become aware and conscious of certain things. And there are also a lot of quotes and activations in my messages. So yeah, that's why sometimes there are half a sentences, or I just notice something briefly and then go to the second thing, because people are intelligent enough and souls recognize what I'm saying to continue that thought process if they choose to do so. So about the bodily systems, well, any physical body is a temple, is the way for your soul to express. But also, what are we doing if we choose love, if we don't follow our own false black dark agenda and we don't serve the darkness, if we serve the light and the love, then we are also here to express our divinity and the divine consciousness. So it's going to be so exciting if we are continue to evolve in those higher frequencies, because man, we can do so much more. We can levitate. Well, I cannot tell you too much about my own. No, let's cut this off. Anyways, it's going to be excited. I can tell you from my own experience, there is so much more to do and to see. And I would not have survived my own life, which was completely challenging, so many, all the time almost. So yes, I would not have survived without this other part, without my higher abilities, and without knowing and seeing and experiencing all the magic, and that there is so much more, thanks to Golden Eagle, who is part of me, Golden Eagle Angel, always to guide me and has saved my life literally several times. And who gives me this higher bird's view, this eagle view of seeing from above what is going on. So the small me that felt lost in that moment on the earth plane then had that higher view. So yes, that gave me the strength to continue. And all of us have this ability, that ability. All of us have a ability, and all of us have a disability as well, what we are now trying to complete, because it was a challenge that we chose. So also, what I want to say about children, children have been programmed by movies and gaming and internet, all right? A lot of other stuff in schools, and so yes, there have been a lot of third dimensional imprints for about fear and about Armageddon and aliens and stuff like that, right? But it's not only negative, because children have also been implanted, programmed by Pleiadians Sirians, Arcturians, people from other planetary systems, because and star systems, because of giving them the codes that are already in them, or activating the codes. I mean, that already are in them, giving them the keys to level up their game. And I just wanted to give you the reflection of the mirroring in our third dimensional experience. These children have playing so many games, and through their games they have learned that things are evolving, that you can go to the next level, that you can earn some certain keys or extra abilities to go to your next challenge and be rewarded. And that is also a big program and implant, and you do not have to worry about the children like they are not so conscious or stuff like that, because of course they are conscious as souls, and of course they've been programmed and blocked, because every human being's helixes have been, tumbled around. All our DNA has been distorted many thousand years ago. But now they are reorganized, and there are children who are being born on our planet with many more of those strands in order, in alignment and active, and also more activity in their brain, because of course all that crap about and that nonsense about having junk DNA. God, junk food, yes, but junk DNA, no, no, no. Of course, we were such a magnificent beings before all of those distortion and manipulation, genetic experiments have been going on. But make yourself ready, because we, not only through these children who are being born on the planet and have been being born on our planet, with much more of these helixes, these DNA strands intact, and activity in their brain cells, with more higher abilities. Not only them are like a virus, everything you can see is a virus, if it's like, going from the one to the other, like being contagious even, or you absorbing it, because we are always, when we are talking to each other, when we are in each other's aura presence, we are already exchanging DNA and information, and we copy and we absorb. We are channels, as I told you before. So also from these children, we are absorbing the information, the specific abilities. You see many times that autistic children have higher qualities and are super intelligent spiritually, emotionally, and even intellectually, but they learn in a different way and they express in a different way. So we can learn a lot from our children, but also from all of those higher rays, the qualities that are being sent to us from the cosmos and from different stars and planets to our Earth planet. Yes, so yeah, that they are penetrating through our orbit to our ozone layer. And they are coming in more and stronger and more, because you cannot do it all at once to push so much new of these stimulating, activating new codes and lights and energies into our planet, because our bodies would not be capable to sustain and to absorb and hold these frequencies. They would have like the current of electricity. How I can never say those words. I'm so not technology. God, I don't know much about technology, right? So, and I have 3 languages in my head all the time, speaking daily. So it's a bit difficult. Channeling is always a bit difficult anyway, to find the right words for me. Yes, and there I go distracting again. That's my 3D self, you see? Distracting my flow. God. Patience, breathe. Ah, yes, breathing is so good to come back into alignment with ourselves. And there I go. So about these DNA strands, yes, So it had to go slowly, those frequencies that is being poured into the earth or being brought into the earth by the newest children that being born. And I know they talked about boomers and X-Gen and stuff like that. And the spiritual world speaks about indigo and starch seeds and crystal children and so forth. It doesn't matter, we can call everything names. We have so many names in so many different timelines and dimensions. I too have many names. So yeah, Sayuna is more the name of my real soul self, because it means sacred unity, and that is it. So anyways, Marisa is more the name for the Mar, the sea, and to channel my information. So I will keep that name until the cosmos gives me another name to flow the energies through, right? I'm not Sayuna yet. I will be Sayuna probably in the fifth dimensional when I'm completely anchored there. Now I'm still flip-flopping, going in and out. And that's also what I want and choose to do, because I want still to be here not only to collect my last pieces, but yeah, connect with a lot of people and do a lot of more work here. So yeah, I'm just helping to bring more back into the fifth dimensional for myself and for others who are guided to me and who can absorb my help or the help that comes through me. Yes, so don't worry so much. It is already happening, and it comes slowly in the last decennia more and more, and especially since the year 2010. God, so much more came free, because since 2008 already was known that the earth would ascend with humanity, and that is giving me emotions. That's what we worked for so hard, and as it was a free experiment in a sense that it wasn't really known before if humanity would make it to ascend at this moment in time. Of course, Earth would, and then humanity would ascend in another plane, in another timeline dimension whatsoever, or stay in the third dimension. So at this moment, more influence come to your DNA, so you can start to experience higher abilities, and it comes slowly, so you can get used to it, and it doesn't overwhelm you, and you don't get this short circuit, and you get time to breathe and time to adapt. But don't be afraid when some things are happening what is new to you, and then reach out to people who already. You can always reach out to me too. I'm a very experienced person on this planet, human being on this planet, because I've experienced a lot in the third dimensional, but also in the higher dimensional realms. And yes, so if you are freaking out, if some things are happening and you don't know what's happening, doesn't matter if it's in the spiritual world, including with the negative spiritual realm, because I've battled a lot of attacks that came from the negative dark side that wants to pull me down and doesn't want me to do my work, and as well from human beings. Yes, I wanted to talk about that too, about jealousy, because you see, jealousy is very cruel and very, very dark, but we need to forgive as well jealous people, no matter how much harm they've caused, not only with spells and curses and doing harm in any other way, black magic or whatsoever, but also with just the simple negativity that they are spitting and spilling out of themselves. Yeah, yuck, it's a very nasty energy, the jealousy, but it is because within themselves they feel inadequate and also empty. They don't love themselves, simply saying, and they feel that somebody else is more light, more kind, more loving. It's like the Cinderella story. It's a story of my own life as well, and many of you who always see that when you spread love, when you are in a high vibration, when you are spread kindness, or when you confrontate people by being you, simply being you, being light. You're not trying to be better than others. You're not dressing up to impress. You're not showing off because you look in a certain way or anyway, you just be you. And that is threatening to others because it is confronting them with the darkness in themselves, and they want to keep it hidden, and they don't want you to be near them or present or shine your light, because they know that then their darkness can be brought into that light and others can see it. But what they don't know is already by being present in your energy, even when resisting your energy, they're even pulling it towards them more. That's just the way it works. So sorry, people, but that's what you're doing. Only your negativity is coming up more strongly for all to see. And the only thing you can do is stay in your negativity and being all alone and be with those jealous people. Or you can finally start to choose love, to choose yourself, to love yourself, to open up for beautiful experience, to fill yourself with beautiful experiences, to see your self-worth, because you too are a beautiful soul. You just forgot, you got just sidetracked. You have just had a youth, a life where people put you down, hurt and harmed you, or whatsoever. Maybe you never received the love, and maybe somebody else was always better. You walked in the shadow of your siblings, or it doesn't matter in what way, but don't be jealous. And if you're jealous, that's also alright, because there's full compassion and love for you too. But just leave it behind, because it is so much better in the life where you actually want to walk. That is the life that the other people that you are jealous at have. It's to be more kind, to have more light within you, to be more connected with your soul self, with your heart, to experience more magical moment, to attract more loving people in your life, to get the attention of people because of who you are, and not to play the games that you are playing. Just to be your authentic self is enough, and is beautiful, and is attractive, believe me. I'm not going there. Anyway, so just shine your light and be you, be authentic. Try to not judge anybody for their body, because the body is only temporary. And you twin flames out there, and everybody who wants a love relation, stop being destructive to yourself and harm yourself, would lower your own vibration by having negative thoughts towards yourself and your body. Not only your inner self, because you think you do not have those qualities and you're not interesting, you don't have the money because of money, blah, blah. That's material stuff, right? You are born with your soul. Try to discover your soul. Try to discover your qualities. Those are the things that are carrying real value. All right? And your body can listen. Your body has ears. Your body is existing out of many, many beings that keep everything in balance. And you are creating with your words and your thoughts and your feelings. So be very mindful what you're setting out and what you're thinking about, how you look, what you think about yourself, because it is only getting stronger, and you can make yourself really sick with it. And also, you're not attractive at all if you think like that. In some ways you might be, because you attract other people who think in the same way, like attracts like, as they say. But you want to race out of that, right? Isn't it enough to play the same game over and over and over again? Because some of the programs that we carry are very deep, because we have played them over and over again. If you repeat things a lot of times, it comes like part of us, part of our cellular memories. And so to undo that, we need to play another tune, another program, enough times so the other one can fade away. And we need to do that consciously. So consciously start talking to yourself, and in the mirror, seeing your own beauty, start to see and shine your own soul vibration. And for all the people who are seeking another one to have a love relation with, if they do not accept you for your body, then they don't love you. If people are just interested in your body, then you should run fast and far away because that's not love at all. It will only harm you, because not only are you depleting your energies by playing that game and pulling yourself down by limiting or putting yourself down like being just a body. Where is your soul? Where is your heart? Where is your emotion? Where is your mind? All of those things are attractive, and somebody who truly loves you should love your body for all that it is, your mind and your spiritual self, your emotions, your soul, your heart, everything as it is. It doesn't mean that you like everything, because some things can still be challenging, but despite that, you accept it and you try to do your best to help the person to change everything that is still in denial or fearful or in pain. You do your best to help that person with all of your love, to transmute it in love, because actually a real good love relation should be that the two people are healing each other back into love, into the fifth dimension. So stop to put yourself down, stop to judge the bodies, everybody's bodies. It doesn't matter, all they have their value, or the temples of their soul's expression have their reason to be. And also, it doesn't matter skin color, size, eye color, if you're big or thin. Of course, if you're too fat, you're either eating too much junk food or stuff, you have some DNA genetic material within you, like diabetes 1 or any sickness like thyroid dysfunction. But the most of the things you can heal right now with the plants, the crystals, the minerals, and the healers on the planet. So seek help if you want to. For addictions, for disorders, for diseases, everything can be restored at the end. If it's not died off, it can be restored, all right? So, yeah, for today this is enough. Thank you so much for listening. I love you all. And one more thing, just know that when somebody truly loves you, your physical body, and especially with twin flames, will be a perfect match, no matter how it looks. If it's small, short, thin, big, whatever parts you think should be different, your body will be extremely exciting for the other person, and a perfect match and fit to express their feelings with you together in harmony, right? So don't be afraid, don't think any more negative about that. Yes, move into love, move into the fifth dimensional energies, embrace all that is. And more you pull yourself out of the third dimensional realities, out of the media, distortion, things that still want to throw out, like puke, like vomit, all that shit, all that fearful projections, and still everything that you are projecting from yourself that is distorted from the old three-dimensional realities and playing off in different timelines and dimensions, please pull them back to yourself. Take the responsibility to enlighten them and bring them back into the love and the higher frequencies, because they need to be restored within you. You need all of you together to go into the fifth dimension. And also know that when you still are judging and projecting things onto another will also always mirror that back to you. So you could think that the other person does this and that, and you could blame another person for being or doing this and that, but then when you want the situation to change and you don't want to stay in that disabled victim state, that helpless, powerless victim state, but if you want to empower yourself, then what are you doing? You're looking inwards. If there's any way possible that what they are doing, what you're blaming them for, is still a part within you that needs to be healed and brought back into light and ask your attention. All right, it's starting to rain. Look, a little bit sun and a little bit rain again, which is needed. Cleansing as well, and help me personally and wherever it's happening to go more inside. I mean, I'm not going to stay outside. It's not summer anymore that I can dance in the rain, which I love to, but it's raining, my phone will get wet as well. Yes, anyway, if you want to support my channel, if you like my messages, please subscribe, comment on my channel, which I really love to have more community, more unity, more life there. See what my work is good for in the world, if it's moving or doing any good for people. I love to hear that. Also share with other people. And yes, there is, I will put a link below the video if you want to make an appointment with me, talk with me, to schedule a session. If you want to have a one-on-one healing session with me, where I will read your soul's energy, help and guide you to work on whatever comes up and needs healing, or you want to have clarity about. I'm an oracle. I've always been an oracle in many, many lifetimes. And yeah, that's why I've been hiding a long time in this lifetime, kept small because I didn't feel safe. I was more the deer because, yeah, in so many lifetimes I have been, you know, whatever happened, burned and all that bad stuff. So, and I had to protect those that I love. But now is my time to tell my things, share my voice, my authentic voice, my soul voice. And if it's being heard, that's great. And if not, then it's just good for my own process. That's all fine with me. So for appointments, I'm still doing one-on-one sessions. You can always contact me on that email. And also, if you want to support me by giving any donations, exchange, you're also very welcome. It is received with a lot of joy. And so, yes, thank you all for watching, listening, and see you very soon, hear you very soon, and send you much, 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 much strength, gratitude, appreciation for all that you do. And you got this, we've got this, and we're doing this. Thank you. And it's being a time to celebrate. Really it is. All right? See you soon. Bye-bye.